Hello friends, good morning to all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel NP Shorthand Dictation. Friends, today I am going to dictate you around 800 words at the speed of 100 words per minute. So be ready for the dictation. I am going to start within 5 seconds. So get ready for the dictation. It gives me great pleasure to be here today with all of you and to associate myself with this third Indian Agricultural Congress organized by the National Federation of Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives. This provides an appropriate forum for discussing the problems of farmers and suggesting particular measures to strengthen farmers' cooperatives so that output and income from farms may be increased. The performance of Indian agriculture in recent years has won international acclaim. Our food grains production has risen from 55 million tons in 1950 to 51 to about 130 million tons at present. In the same period, cotton production has risen from 3 million bales to 8 million bales and mesta and just from 4 million bales to 8 million bales. Output of sugarcane has gone up from 70 million tons to 152 million tons. The Indian economy, earlier characterized by food deficit, has been transformed into an economy self-sufficient in food. This indeed is a great achievement. The nation owes a deep debt of gratitude to the Indian farmers for making this possible. It shows his capacity to absorb new knowledge made available by our deficit scientists and to his untiring efforts and hard work. The large investment on irrigation projects and the importance we gave to agricultural research and extension services have bore fruit. Stop para. Agricultural price policy is of crucial importance to production. It is an accepted policy of the government that the grower should receive remunerative price for this product. It is necessary to give him incentive for sustained increase in production. The terms of reference of the Agricultural Prices Commission has also been modified by the government since last year. Stop. One of the important modifications made in their terms was that while making recommendations of procurement minimum support prices for various commodities, the Commission should take into account the changes in the terms of trade between agriculture and non-agricultural sectors. Government have consistently followed a policy of fully protecting the interest of agriculture products and compensated them for any increase in the prices of inputs. Many observers have described India's recent agricultural growth as green revolution. However, this revolution does not cover all crops nor all regions of the country. There is one feature of our agricultural advance which is noteworthy. The areas which have recorded substantial agricultural development are also the areas which have large cooperatives. Stop para. Indian cooperative movement has witnessed rapid expansion in recent years. With a small beginning confined to cooperative credit, the movement has now grown into massive one with nearly 3 lakh cooperatives and over 100 million members. The movement is largely rural based as it should be. The institutional network of cooperative covers the entire rural India. Cooperatives cover a wide range of economic activities to benefit farmers, workers and consumer cooperatives. During the past 20 years, the volume of cooperative credit for agriculture has increased nearly ninefold and is now around rupees 1800 crores, increased nearly ninefold and is now around 1800 crores. The value of agricultural products handled by cooperatives has grown more than tenfold and is around rupees 1900 crores. Cooperatives have entered the field of manufacture too, producing as much as 56% of the country's sugar. There is a cooperative unit manufacturing fertilizers, and nearly half of the fertilizers consumed in the country is distributed through cooperative agencies. The movement has thus emerged as an important sector of the economy of the country. The overall development of the cooperative movement is indeed impressive, but the development is unseen as between different states and in some cases between different areas in the same state. I would suggest that this Congress consider practical measure for the building up of cooperatives in the society. Underdeveloped state, for example, horticulture is very important to our northeastern region, but cooperatives are yet to be achieved in the field. Stop para. With implementation of the laws relating to ceiling on agricultural land holdings, there will be few, if any, farms which can be called large. In any case, many of the holdings are and always have been well below the ceiling limits. Some of the holdings are so small that farmers with such holdings need special attention. The focus of integrated rural development program is the welfare of the weaker sections of the rural families and helping them to increase their means and equality of living. Cooperatives should play an effective role in the program. In terms of cooperative ideology, the principal concern of cooperative should be the small man. Consistent with this social objective, the attention of the cooperative should be directed to reaching the benefits of their activities to those who need their services most. The economic interest of the country require that credit and other inputs should be made available on. सो फ्रेंड्स, ये टोटल 800 वर्ड्स की डिक्टेशन थी। तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से लिखा होगा। ये पूरा मैटर एग्जैक्ट 100 वर्ड्स की स्पीड पे था और 800 वर्ड्स का मैटर है। सो अगर आपको ये मैटर अच्छा लगता है, यूज़फुल लगता है, तो प्लीज़ मेरे वीडियो को लाइक करिए और कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइए कि आपको ये मैटर कैसा लगा। और थैंक यू फॉर